From the Detroit Free Press, it's Thursday, December 3rd. Here are today's top stories. Presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
I'm Dave Boucher with the Detroit Free Press. Rudy Giuliani wants Michigan lawmakers to take back their power, review allegations of voter fraud, and in some way intervene in the state's election results. For more than 3 hours on Wednesday, the attorney for President Donald Trump's campaign provided misleading and inaccurate statements as proof that the election was stolen from his client.
This is a swindle. It's a con job. It's a theft of an election. And it was carried out by the same method in the city of Detroit. And with all due respect to Detroit, several analyses of corrupt cities, my city, New York, comes ahead of Detroit. So I'm not saying this with any pride, but it happens to be one of the most corrupt cities in the United States. On any measure, I just checked online here, it comes in 4th, 5th, 3rd, 7th, 8th. Several times New York comes in ahead. So I wonder why the confusion about what happened? They stole the election.
Neither Giuliani nor anyone else with the campaign has presented evidence of widespread voter fraud, either in Michigan or elsewhere. President-elect Joe Biden earned about 154,000 more votes than Trump in Michigan and will receive the state's 16 electoral delegates. Giuliani did not just testify before the House Oversight Committee, he took over, wresting control from the committee chairman and questioning witnesses who accompanied the former New York City mayor to the hearing. Like other allegations of misconduct, most Wednesday focused on the Democratic stronghold of Detroit. Several witnesses who said they worked at TCF Center, where absentee ballots were counted, argued they saw fraud or misconduct. One said she saw ballots that were inappropriately backdated. Another said she saw thousands of ballots that were double counted. While these witnesses ardently advocated about what they saw, elections experts and judges have said that they either did not understand how ballots were processed or that the broader arguments were not credible. The hearing grew heated at times, with some of the crowd yelling at lawmakers. At other times, Giuliani sparred with Democrats on the committee who questioned his reliability and argued his statements and the statements of the witnesses were misleading. All 83 Michigan counties and the State Board of Canvassers have certified election results. On December 14th, Michigan's delegates to the Electoral College will cast their votes for Biden, who will assume the presidency in late January.
I'm Adrienne Roberts, reporting for the Detroit Free Press. Fraud continues to plague Michigan's unemployment insurance agency, and that's slowing down the processing of claims for all filers. That's according to the acting director of the UIA, who testified in front of state lawmakers Wednesday. Over the course of the pandemic, it's estimated that hundreds of millions of dollars was distributed to criminals, and that's the reason for the acting director's appearance in front of lawmakers. There are about 85,000 claims waiting to be reviewed, and while most of these are likely fraudulent, there are some real people in there that are waiting to get paid. Meanwhile, criminals are becoming bolder in their attempts, the acting director said, calling legislative offices pretending to be constituents who are struggling to get benefits. And in one case, 102 separate claims were filed from a single address.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Climbing the mighty Mac to take epic photos just isn't worth the risk. At least not in the eyes of the Mackinac Bridge Authority or the state police, which announced Wednesday it is investigating this very thing. In early November, a man activated an alarm on the bridge while apparently climbing it to take a photo from the top of one of the towers. The Bridge Authority said it recently became aware of the posted photos on social media. This is not a harmless stunt, Bridge Authority Secretary Kim Nowak said. This individual risked not only his own life, but also the lives of those crossing the bridge beneath him. The stern message sent by authorities through the news media was meant to discourage copycats and thrill seekers who might try to immortalize themselves with Gucci photos and videos on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. State police vowed to use all our resources to identify and prosecute the photographer. He faces a felony punishable by up to 4 years imprisonment and a fine of up to $2,500. Still, whoever did climb the bridge tower just may have become even more famous or infamous.
This is Brian Manzullo, craft beer writer for the Detroit Free Press. 'Tis the season for the holiday variety pack. With indoor dining still closed across Michigan, breweries have found innovative ways to sell their beers for curbside pickup and in stores. One way for beer enthusiasts to sample new and different offerings is to purchase variety packs, which sometimes include rare beers and others that have never before been released. The Shorts Hoppy Holidays pack, for example, is an excellent choice for the IPA lover, with delicious brews such as Yoda's Blend, Double Psychedelic Catgrass, and Slurmlord. Dark beer fans could look at the Stout pack from Saugatuck Brewing Company, with favorites such as Neapolitan Milk Stout and Blueberry Maple Stout. For more recommendations on holiday variety packs, visit freep.com.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and an update on Michigan football. The Wolverines will not play this Saturday, canceling their home game against Maryland on Wednesday because of issues with the coronavirus. Michigan said they have seen an increase in the number of football players unavailable because of positive tests. The exact number is not public, however. That said, the Wolverines will not practice until Monday. This, of course, puts in doubt Michigan's game next Saturday against rival Ohio State in Columbus. The Buckeyes, who had to cancel their game last week at Illinois because of COVID concerns, still plan to travel to East Lansing for their Saturday game against Michigan State. Also at stake for Ohio State, they need to play their final 2 games of the regular season to be eligible for the Big Ten championship game, which would boost their chances of making the college football playoff.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.